And we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Aranthea's Awakening, a D&D 5e, I almost said podcast. Jesus Christ.
You did? Yeah.
D&D live stream. I've been having a hell of a day. Excuse me if I fuck up all the things. So, we're going to go around, find out who everybody is, who they're playing. You may notice that there is a missing person. Unfortunately, Kyle is having internet troubles, and I went through all the trouble of schlepping all this shit to a different place in order to stream. So we're just going to power through, and I'm going to NPC Shiara. But let's go around and find out who everybody is and who they're playing, starting with Neil.
Hi. I thought you might have chosen someone else first, so I think this is the first time that you've been like Neil first, because I was surprised by it.
Well, because usually I get Kyle first, but Travis is occupying the Kyle slot.
You are correct. That's why it took me by surprise. Hi, I play Ilo. He's a small one. We're a podcast.
Yep.
Clapping on 3.
Amazing. And Onyx.
Yep, that's me. I play Zykirin, Runeguard Dragonborn. I'm finally on a podcast. I'm so happy. Am I replacing Casey's? That's what's happening?
Nailed it.
You're about to replace Arch.
Okay. I did pay you for that.
You did, yeah. Yeah, you did. Oh my god, yeah, you did.
Travis, what are you doing?
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Hi, I'm Valunda. I play Gil, who is a dwarf. A dwarf wearing nothing but a loincloth,
which is so
2 daggers,
for you.
and a swarthy attitude.
with a thing for the ladies.
This is what you guys are going to see me dealing with the entire fucking night. This pain in the ass. Watch. Look. Where are you going?
Doesn't know where he is.
Wherever he wants.
Go up.
He's a
No.
dog.
Go up. Come on. I took you out literally 6 times today. Good boy. Sorry about that. I have to make sure he doesn't pee because we're obviously in a very foreign place right now. Okay. Weird stuff.
So last time.
Right, so to give a quick recap of what happened last time, you all had found that there was a hole in the desert of the Freelands that was essentially siphoning a river that had once flown straight through the Freelands around Ivory Bridge, which is your new keep city land. You went down into the hole and discovered that the river was being siphoned off quite a ways away. Following the river path, you discovered a small alcove wherein a very dirty and under-equipped dwarf was essentially just making camp and having some delicious mushrooms. You discovered that the dwarf was named Gil and was a former slave of the mad wizard who apparently is doing the siphoning. There was the sharing of some information about what the wizard may be doing. You then decided to party up and continue along the way, having Gil lead you further into this underdark terrain. Traveling on for a couple days, you had to deal with narrow passages, winding tunnels. I believe at one point you guys also had a encounter with... You did fight, because I remember you guys saying you didn't fight. You did. You had a encounter with a black, sludgy, ooze-like creature that was eating away at weapons as you were basically beating the shit out of it. You were able to defeat it without too much injury, except for some acid burns, and continued on your way. You... During camp one night, Zai and Ilo discovered that there was a strange grayish blue-skinned creature with tentacles over its mouth, been in a small cave behind a waterfall, weak and seemingly dying of starvation. You gave it some mushrooms, which gave it enough energy anyways to get it going, and upon hearing that you wanted to take out the Mad Wizard, joined the group as well. Oh, the ooze actually happened after that, didn't it? I got it mixed up. Haha.
See, brain melted one.
Yes. Irrelevant. You then continued on, and during your journey encountered a very large two-headed creature, which seemed to be lumbering up and down this tunnel, seemingly wandering almost. Just it walked up, and then walked back, and at one point actually slammed its fist through the crevice that you guys were in, trying to hide and sleep, and seemingly were not detected. However, in the recent night that we find ourselves in, Ilo decided to step out of the crevice and scavenge for some more of those delicious mushrooms. During the scavenge, however, the large two-headed creature returned up the tunnel, saw you, and began charging at you with its Morningstar and Battle Axe. And that is where we find ourselves right now. Everybody else is asleep. Ilo, you are in this dark tunnel. It's a 20-foot radius. There is a channel of water going straight down the center. There are stone ledges going along each side with a ramp leading into the water. The water is essentially going through a channel shaped like a V. And at the end of this tunnel is the two-headed giant, which is rushing at you. It is maybe 60 feet away right now. You figure you've got maybe maybe 6 to 12 seconds before it gets to you.
That's all I need. Okay, so if I can get it to keep running down this tunnel, I'm good, and I can like get back in the crevice and everything.
The crevice is adjacent to you right now, so you could dive into it if that is your desire.
Okay, what I want to do essentially is run
Mm-hmm.
away from it directly down the tunnel and kind of get it to run past there and keep looking for me. What I want to do is first cast the Unseen Servant, not as a ritual.
Right.
This might shock you, but I can cast it as a spell too.
Uh-huh. You definitely don't have the time for it to be ritual.
No. God. Roll20 asked me a billion questions, but okay, you know what Unseen Servant does. And then I have the upgraded one that has extended range. Which is why I'm using this instead of prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell it to make footstep sounds going down the hallway and then turn invisibility on myself. Because Unseen Servant is not concentration. And then stop so that the Unseen Servant makes the footstep sounds and basically chases it down. I use my Unseen Servant to make it look for me.
Gotcha, I see what you're saying. You're trying to make a diversion.
Yeah. And I'm going to sneak. But my Unseen Servant, which is unseen, is going to be... Because it's going to see me go invisible, right? It's going to know. But my Unseen Servant's going to be making the foot things and leading it around while I sneak away.
Gotcha. So I'm going to say... Make a stealth check with advantage. I would say double advantage, but that is not possible in 5e. That was disadvantage.
Oh, I have armor.
The armor. All right,
So it's
then
normal,
it's
so
going to
that's
be a
an
straight
18
roll.
plus 8. Yeah, so it ended up being 18 plus 8.
So 26. Okay,
He has extra
physically-
proficiency in stealth.
It is physically impossible for this thing to roll anywhere near that. Okay. So, Ilo, you see this giant creature lumbering towards you, turn and book-ass down this tunnel, and as you do, you start conjuring up your your unseen servant, and command it to start making the running sounds going down this tunnel. And then as it's getting right up behind you, raises one of its axes up above its head, ready to slam down on you. Disappear. And it stops for a second, like...
I understood that.
Boom, boom, boom. And you, hugging against the stone wall, flat as you can be, watch as this giant two-headed creature runs down the tunnel and away from you.
Okay.
What is the movement speed of the unseen servant?
Good question.
Not 30 feet. I remember it couldn't catch up when it was chasing us that one time.
Let me see if it'll let me click it now. This Roll20 is being odd.
Oh, okay.
What the hell?
Did your blade
Blade
flare for some reason. Alright, well, it showed up. Let's see. Can move up to 15 feet.
Boy. Slower than gnome.
I would assume that you can command it to dash at least. And you do have the improved Unseen Servant.
Yeah, that increases the range and the strength of it.
Eh, fuck it. For the sake of, it sounds better. 30 feet in around, this thing can go... Okay. So after about... It has an AC of 10.
Do I find any mushrooms on the way back to the crevice?
Are you looking, or are you just, like, running back and hiding?
I think he thinks he's really safe. So he might pick up a couple mushrooms on his way back.
Make another survival check then.
Oh, that had advantage and it was still a 4, so...
Astounding.
Well,
Wow.
No, you're
No.
kind of spooked from the near encounter that you had, and you don't really see anything that stands out on the way back. As you're walking back to the crevice, after maybe 10 seconds of you walking, you hear what sounds like a and then poof, poof, poof. And you can feel the ground trembling beneath you. And it sounds like this creature caught up and is flailing wildly at the air, hoping to hit something.
Okay, I'm gonna, I guess, hurry a little faster back to the crevice and get back to everybody.
Alright, so you dip back inside. The rest of you are definitely jarred awake by the sound of these loud impacts against the stone. Not very far away, like less than 200 feet away.
Isla, what's that? Oh, I can't see Isla. Never mind.
Nope. What's that? Where is Xylo? Hey, friends, it's me. It's Tiara. This is what you get, Kyle, when your internet fucks up.
I don't see him anywhere. Maybe he went out. I don't know what
Do I-
that sound is, though.
Can
Maybe
I
it
enter
was
the
one-
room whenever I want during this?
Sure.
Okay.
You could be
it's
standing in
that-
the tunnel there just going, oh, they're looking for me.
Maybe it's
yeah.
that big thing from earlier.
I go uninvisible in front of everybody and jump and do a cute little boo.
I stop myself from stabbing him.
I'm pretty sure that is everybody stops themselves from stabbing him.
Yeah.
Shiara's like mid firebolt or mid Eldritch Blast is like, Ido? What's
Hi.
you doing?
I was looking for mushrooms.
But there is a giant two-headed creature we hear stomping around. Probably not the best time to look for mushrooms.
Oh yeah, he saw me.
And you're alive? You're a very smart little one.
Hmm.
You
Thanks.
hear very far away.
Yeah, the unseen servant's just kind of
You know,
distracting.
I really don't think it likes you all that much.
Well, it didn't like you guys either. So fuck you. Like I'm the only one with this problem. You want me to get it to like me?
Ilo,
I can do that.
as you are mid-conversation, after that second round of quaking and slamming, you feel the magic that makes up your unseen servant dissipate.
Oh, we got it.
Well, now I have to say that it knows we're here, and we don't really have any good way of getting out.
Well, I think it managed to punch a hole through the ceiling last time I remember, so perhaps it's probably a very good idea if we just left.
And go where exactly? Sounded like the direction we were supposed to be headed.
Was it? I thought it went the other way.
No, it went the opposite direction. It went the way you came.
Okay, never mind.
You see Azel, the Mind Flayer, to remind those of you who may have forgotten. Sitting up against the wall, look at Ilo and say, how far away is it from us?
How far away is the ogre thing?
What else would I be speaking of?
I don't know.
He gets very sassy
100?
when he hasn't had enough sleep. I apologize for it.
100 feet? Maybe? I don't know. My feet are small. Hard for me to tell.
It is funny because he is tiny.
Fuck you. Wave my kitchen knife at you.
You're so adorable.
We have two options then. We either stay and potentially fight, or we move now and we go fast.
Well, one of those ends with us having to fight, and the other one's us maybe having to fight. I prefer the maybe option.
It is possible it might not come in here. We may be able to.
Well,
kill
if it
it
watched
from
Ilo,
range.
if it watched Ilo walk out of this crevice, then I think it knows we're here, and as we've seen, we know it can punch through that wall.
It should see you emerge. Looking at Ilo.
Did it?
No. This was while you were scavenging.
Oh.
It wasn't when you first walked out.
No, I don't think it saw me leave it here. It saw me looking for mushrooms.
I think that because it has tried to check this place a couple of times, it's walked past, it's put its fist through the wall, it knows you came from here about somewhere. I would rather not get trapped in here, because they could put a fist through the wall and push down and then we're all dead. I'd prefer not to be dead, not to be trapped.
You all hear loud footsteps seeming to be coming back down the tunnel in your direction.
Well, too late now. Only option now is to hide. If they look through that crevice, we kind of probably want to be up along the sides, not back here in the back where you can see us, though.
I agree. If we just hide around the side of where there is a hole.
Okay, hide, I guess.
I would like to scale upwards. Since it punched a hole through the side of this, like, crevicey thing.
Yeah, it's basically the entryway that you came in is like this, and then it put a hole right here big enough for its arm to go through, so it's kind of more like this at this point.
Yeah, I want to scale upwards. Like, if it's done that, there's going to be, like, jagged places that I can climb up to and at least hold on to that's out of sight.
You're trying to hide on the ceiling sort of thing?
Not exactly on the ceiling, but much higher up the wall near to where it actually put its fist through. So I'm assuming if it's broken through, there's going to be cracks and crevices and juttings of rock that I can hold on to and just hide around the side, just higher up the wall.
Sure. Make a athletics. The DC is going to be pretty easy because of the uneven surface. More handholds.
11.
Takes you a bit of effort. You have to kind of really flex your finger muscles to really grab onto certain handholds, but you're able to scale up pretty well.
It has been a while since I have to use my fingers like this.
Oh my. Well then.
Getting into practice.
I could perhaps do a minor illusion to try to hide us, to conceal the entrance a bit better.
The problem with that is that they already know where the entrance is. They've checked it multiple times already. If that disappears, it's going to make them more suspicious.
It'll be better to disguise yourself as a rock.
The creature is, to put it simply, an idiot. Illusion might work.
Okay.
Well, if our floaty friend over there says so, then may as well try it.
Okay. Sure. And you see Shiara begin incanting a quick spell, and you watch a slight shimmer appear in the crevice further towards the entranceway, making it seem like there's actual cave wall stone with just the hole above it, making it look almost like this creature just kind of punched a hole through the stone without there being anything underneath.
Zai's gonna stand to one side of the crevice, so if anybody looks through it, can't see him.
Okay. Ilo, where are you? Since you came visible again.
Probably on Zai's shoulder.
Where you belong.
Okay.
The place I default to.
Azel is going to position flanking out of sight. And Shiara is going to be similarly positioned on the other side. I'm going to make a investigation check for the giant as it comes lumbering by. Uh-oh. That was actually a really good roll, and that's a -2. What is Shiara's DC?
Not 15.
Not 15. I need all of you to make stealth checks.
Can I get rid of my disadvantage because I'm not moving?
Yes.
Cool. There's no way to get rid of it, so let's see what it is. That's a 14.
Okay. Shiara
How
is
do I
gonna-
get rid of my disadvantage?
You just roll it and then look at it.
Shiara got a 5.
It doesn't matter. How do I get rid of my disadvantage so I can have a 27 instead of a 26?
Irrelevant. That's the answer. Oh, I didn't have Azel's shit opened up.
He's floating.
That's true. I'm gonna...
Don't breathe too loudly.
You can't make accidental feet noise. It's like one of the troubling things out of the equation.
That's what he's doing.
I mean, listen, have you never hidden from someone and then accidentally belched or farted? Like, come on.
No.
We hear a bad clarinet sound, and we all look over, and it's Squidward from SpongeBob. That was my good joke.
It's witty and funny.
It's witty and funny.
Actually, its stealth is not that bad, though. By that, I mean it's... Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's actually really fucking good. Okay, so let's see. We have a 10, an 11, a 5, a 26, and a 23. Jesus Christ, guys. And what is this thing's... Okay. All right. So the group of you all flatten yourselves against the wall, trying to remain as quiet as possible and hoping that this creature passes by without incident. You hear the footsteps passing by the crevice, and you hear it stop, and you hear a slight conversation of, Stumida, Anina, and then it's just quiet for a good 10 seconds. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neil,
Mm-hmm.
roll me a d5.
2.
Okay.
No killing Shiara while Kyle's not here.
It's not Shiara.
Everybody hide behind Shiara, protected by Wall of Meta.
So the group of you are all hiding. And after a moment, you all see something moving in the dark in that hole above. Zai, I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics. Your choice.
Okay. 22.
23. Wow. You're all hiding, and you see the hand of this creature come through the hole ever so slowly. And then very quickly reach down and grab at the nearest creature it can get its hands on, and which happens to be Zai in this case. Zai, you tense up trying to resist, but you feel this big meaty hand grab around you and start
before it
yanking.
pulls me out. Before it pulls me out, can I turn my glaive, my magical one that can't break, sideways and use it as a crossbar so it can't pull me out? Across the crevice.
Can I cast Enlargement on him?
Do you have that spell?
It's on my dagger.
No, the dagger is only for the wielder.
Yeah, no, I figured.
How are you trying to situate this?
So I'm being pulled through this itty bitty crevice, right?
Yeah.
So I want to turn my glaive so it's facing like that, and it won't fit through with me.
He's using it as a bar.
I got
Yeah.
you.
It gives me something to
So
hold on to.
Break your arms.
Yeah, and then as an action, I want to use that.
You can add your Constitution modifier to your Athletics and Acrobatics checks. Wow. Okay.
And because I've never used this before,
What is that?
green runes that you've never seen on Zai's body before start glowing. They start on his feet and like slowly curled away up over his rest of his body, ending finally on his head, where just a series of intricate runes over all of him.
All right. I'm gonna say roll me another Athletics to see
Okay.
if you can resist being yanked out by this creature.
And this is with a +2. Oh my god. Never mind.
I made the DC easier because of the bar.
So
You
that's
just
an
had to
8.
roll above a 10.
Oh, cool. In that case, I'm using a stream die, now that you've told me that.
You know what? That's fine. If you
Roll-
want to use a spin
slash
dice,
roll
go
D.
for
Aren't
it.
you already
God,
on 10?
it's a 9. It's a 9.
Aren't you already on 10 because of your body icy bullshit thing?
No,
No,
6.
it's the 8
Plus
with
2. And then +1 from the die. So that's a 9. Sweet.
and that's
You're
the
so smart.
D8. You do have a D4.
Can I add 2 stream dice to a single roll?
I think I did that on the Friday night stream.
Okay.
So I'll say-
Oh.
Sure.
I use it to auto succeed because I can't roll less than a 1.
All right.
I'll roll it anyway. Should have started with the D4. That one worked.
Okay, so that is all of Onyx's stream die. Good to know. Good to know. So, you feel this hand grabbing onto you. You quickly turn your glaive sideways, using it as a bar to try to block you being yanked out. You feel the wind knocked out of your body as you are yanked forcefully into the bar that you've now created. It essentially slamming into your chest. You are right at the edge of this crevice, basically with this space between you. And you can see on the other side this giant arm that's grabbing you. And you see one of the heads peeking at the peeking over with a nasty grin, its yellowed eyes staring at you.
I
Nasty
breathe fire
yellowed
at the
teeth.
face.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh my god, my rolls.
Needs to make a DC 12 dex save.
Without being able to move an entire shoulder.
Nope. Okay.
He takes a whole 4 fire damage to the face.
And that it does. You breathe out this gout of fire, and it hits in the face, and it's kind of.
I like to imagine a single ember flies out and lands on his nose.
I need to know: are you guys intending to engage, or are you going to try to flee?
I want to stab him in the face.
All right, then
I
in
think
that
we're
case,
engaging because we can't get away because he's standing in the only exit.
That's
Then-
not true. There's a giant hole that I'm about to climb through. So as long as you can climb, we're all good.
In that case, could everybody roll me initiative?
My initiative is a lot.
I rolled real good.
I didn't.
Wow. Fuck you.
16.
All right, Ilo.
I got a 10.
Okay, I need to roll for Shiara. You know what? Make my life easier. Can one of you guys take control of Shiara?
Sure.
Sure.
Who wants to do it?
I
I'll
don't
take
care.
it. It's my boo.
All right. In player's journal, Valanda, save. All right, you should be able to control Shiara now.
Kyle doesn't get an opinion in the direction that this romance takes within our story.
Hey, Gil's into like consent, man. So. you
Oh,
know
there's
that.
consent.
Valanda consents.
I consent on his part.
All right.
Consent is in the
Giselle.
eyes of the player. And tonight, Kyle's not the player of that character.
Oh, Jesus, my PC.
Cell has.
Neil,
a
Neil has
bonus.
higher.
10
Wow, Zell, come on.
with 0 dexterity.
What did Gil get?
Gil got 16.
16?
Yes.
Oh, you had your initiative. Or
No,
you had
dexterity
your...
is I had my charisma.
Right. Zai got a 2.
I have no dex.
Also, you're grappled.
Oops.
It makes sense.
Mhm.
And what did Shiara get?
10, but with no dexterity.
Okay. And
Oh shit, so I have to figure out what Shy does. Oh man.
She Eldritch blasts everything.
it's a warlock.
Oh, okay. Spam Eldritch Blast, gotcha.
Yeah, Warlock Sorcerer mix.
It's a cross class, yeah.
All right, so oh yeah, it's a Sorlock. Oh no, it was a Worcerer.
Sorcerer.
Yeah, a Worcestershire
2 and a
sauce.
2. Ugh.
She's
Check out
half
that good-
Warlock, half Osmond.
Check that good armor class.
That's an impressive armor class.
So, Gil, it is your turn first. You see Zai being pinned against this crevice with the glaive essentially pinning him in place from being yanked out.
Alright, sweet.
You are currently up against the wall, holding on, kind of looking
Alright.
down.
Okay, so I'm going to swing myself into this hole that it punched. I'm going to run along this hole and I'm going to jump out. I'm going to stab it in the eye.
Awesome. Roll me the attack.
Sweet. 10. That was super lame.
Unfortunately, that's gonna miss. You come
Ah.
rushing down, running along its arm, and stab at its head, but it kind of just and like moves the arm around. You kind of have to maintain balance on it to not fall on your ass.
Fuck it, bonus action. I'm going to stab it again.
Okay.
With my other dagger. Natural 20.
For a natural 20, damn.
Which
Sorry.
means I do a total of... What is that?
It's holding me, that means I'm within melee range.
Yes, you are within melee range.
So that makes it 2 plus 2. So I only do 4 damage. Because it's my offhand, so I don't get the extra ability score.
You get sneak attack,
You do get sneak
Oh
attack.
yeah, and sneak attack, so I do...
which is doubled.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I'm gonna do it this level though. It's been a while. Hang on, my book is literally right here. I'll just pull it out and I'll find how many dice I have. Hang on.
Are you the same level as the rest of us?
Yeah,
Then
Okay.
2.
So that's 3
Sweet.
damage on the dagger, and
that's
then
4 damage on the dagger.
you have the -1 on there because
I
of
know
you were
you fixed
stabbing
it.
the acid, right?
No, we fixed it with mending.
Fixed it. You fixed
Oh,
it.
okay. Then take that off the sheet because it's still on there.
It is.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Okay.
All right. So 4 plus.
Anyway, it's only 4 damage. I'll take it off in a minute. And then 4d6. Da da da. Boop, boop. Boop. 13.
17 damage total.
And then I am going to fuck off and hide back inside the crevice.
All right. You will take an opportunity.
No, I won't. You can.
No. No. Swashbuckler.
Is that the one?
Yeah. He swung at it, so no, always.
Oh, there we go. That's the one.
Slip away during your turn, making me untap. Okay. Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
I love swashbuckler rogues.
You scuttle back inside.
So good.
That's your turn?
That's my move, my bonus, and my action. I'm done, my man.
Alrighty. In that case, Ilo, it is your go.
Oh man, I am going to take my knives and stick it in the fingers and try to like cut down into the webbing of the fingers to make him let go because I'm on Zai and Zai is grappled.
Okay. Are you attacking it, or are you trying to use like the help action for Zai?
Oh, I'm attacking it. I'm just attacking its fingers.
Okay. Roll it.
That's where I'm gonna start flaying it. Yeah. An 18 and an 11.
One will hit, the other does not.
8 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my little thing to do the extra 4 damage.
Fury of the Small. So that's 51. No. I'm terrible at math.
And if I use a flourish, okay, let me read this to you. You can you can expend one of your bardic inspiration to cause the weapon to deal extra damage.
Yep.
The damage equals the number you roll on this die.
Yep.
You can push the target up to 5 feet away from you, plus a number of feet equal to the number that you roll on that die. Can I use that to let him go and back away from the hole, basically, with this stab in his hand?
Oh, with the mobile flourish, you do the knockback.
Could the knockback be it letting go and...
I would say I will allow a roll on your turn, a contested check, to see if it will end up letting go. It'll
Okay.
basically be doing another grapple check between it and Zai. Sound good?
What's the benefit on the roll?
It
Like, what is the
basically-
benefit gained from?
The benefit would be that Zai then has a free action on his turn.
So I can try to escape again if I fail.
Okay. Then yeah. Well, shit, it doesn't roll the d6 for me. Well, that's an extra 1 damage, so take that.
Alright, and
And
Zai, if you could roll your athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, I still have that +2, so that's a 23.
Okay, and then it's gonna roll 24.
God damn.
Jesus Christ. It only has the +5.
It has the same as me, without the con thing.
Okay, so you slash at its hand and cut a deep gash along the webbing, and it grunts in pain. and using your flourish, you attempt to get it to essentially let go and knock it back. However, its fist grips tighter on Zai, and Zai, as much as you try to like resist and get it to let go of you, it's not letting go just yet. It's got a firm grip. Anything else, Ilo? He disappeared. Okay. In that case, it's Shiara's turn.
Shiara will look scared and start waving her hands about, really terrified, and she will cast something dumb.
Okay.
No, okay, she's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers, because fuck that thing.
Alright, roll it.
Rolled.
Let's make
Wisdom
a wisdom
save, please.
save. Creature
Did you get out, or are you still stuck?
Still stuck.
I'm still stuck.
You big
23.
idiot.
23. I rolled a 23, rolled a 24.
That's the
Oh,
second
not
time,
again.
too. So it needs to make a wisdom save. Okay.
If not, it has to go away.
Nope, it failed.
Fails. It has to go away.
It doesn't say it has to let go.
Well, being that it currently is unable to take Zai with it, Shiara casts this dark spell, foul words coming from her mouth of an unknown language, and you see the hand let go of Zai, and you hear like a and it starts running down the tunnel. You hear
I like to imagine half of it's dragging the other half along with it.
Only one of them is terrified. The other one's like, what are you doing?
Technically, it's not a frightened effect, so no. For whatever reason, Dissonant Whispers does not count as a frightened.
That is true. It just moves away.
Yep. Just sod off.
And it takes 13 seconds. Okay. Awesome. It is now the creature's turn. So it had to use its reaction to only move as far as its speed allows. Well, it's got its movement speed still, so it's going to come right back to the entrance.
He's gonna try to grapple me again.
But you have a chance of not being fucked this time.
Well,
Last 2 times too.
the problem is that right now it can't see into the crevice that well. It can't actually see you guys because you guys are lower and the hole's up here.
I'm still literally standing in front of it because that's what just dropped me. I haven't had my turn yet.
That is true. Even still, it's stupid. It doesn't have that kind of tactical ability.
Except that time I rolled a 15.
Zai, roll me a d5.
I don't want to. 1.
Never mind. Make an athletics or acrobatics, Zai. I tried to give you an out.
15. Yes!
13.
Yes!
That would have tied otherwise.
I'm
Amazing.
free! I'm free!
You see the hand come in and reach for you again, Zai, and you go, oh fucking hell no this time, and bat the hand away with the glaive. And it kind of takes the hand away like, Urgh. It is now standing outside of the crevice.
Wait, so its hand's no longer in here?
Its hand is no longer in there.
Dang.
And it technically has 2... I'm gonna say yeah. You see the other head and hand say something in a language none of you understand, and then the earth shakes as you see this giant morning star slam into the rock in the crevice and just cleave a huge chunk of the stone away. Oops, as I accidentally hit the mic stand.
Sound effects. You're in.
Sound effects. That is its turn, though. Zai.
I have a real dumb question.
Yeah.
Alright, so you said this like giant arm like cleaves past us, has been reaching for our companion here. So does that mean it's if like my companion's eye is like within 5 feet of me and the arm goes to grab him and then goes away again, does that mean we get opportunity attacks? Because it is then within 5 feet and then is away from us.
Fucking go for it, whatever.
Wait, also,
Sure.
how long's this crevice?
Huh?
How deep is this crevice?
How deep is it? It's
Yeah,
not that.
like how far to get out?
It's not that far. It's maybe like 4 feet, 3 feet.
Oh, cool. Can I take a retroactive? Oh wait, yeah, retroactive. Oh wait, when it ran away from Dissonant Whispers.
Basically, it's one round, so you either can do it now or do it then, so you only have to do it once.
You can try. It is going to have half cover since you can't see the full thing.
That's fine.
I don't know what that means.
I miss anyway.
You miss anyways. Moving along.
Alright, boom! 14.
That'll hit.
Oh, Jesus.
So there's
I can apply
opportu-
sneak attack on this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. Have some of that. So, 12. Boop.
It's okay. I don't have to hurt it. I'm just occupying every single one of its turns.
You're being the tank. Keep
I'm
going.
the ultimate tank. It hasn't done anything, so trying
Okay.
to kill me.
you don't consider that a problem? I'm very worried for you, my friend.
Isla, would you like to get your opportunity attack in since that's what's going on? Jesus Christ.
Damn!
I'm like on your shoulder. And I see it coming back, and I'm like, nope, stab.
Alright. You stab in its arm, retroactively. So now, Zai, it is your turn.
Cool. Its arm's no longer in here, right?
Nope.
But it's standing right in front of the
Yes.
crack, the crevice.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, I just want to stab straight through. I'm gonna stay inside, and I have a reach weapon, so I'm not getting close to it.
Okay.
19 for 9.
Even with the cover, yeah, that hits.
I'm debating about action surgery. That's not a word, but whatever.
Surgeoning. You're gonna perform surgery on it.
With a glaive. From 5 feet away.
Yeah, I'll action search.
Yeah!
15 for 13.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Sweet.
How do you kill it?
Okay. It hit the wall with its morning star or whatever, and then it looked in through its hole to see if it saw anything, and as it looked up, just a glaive comes out from the hole and stabs it right in the eye, and it falls over and dead.
Okay. You take your glaive and just slam it straight into the eye of this creature, and it goes straight through. You feel it hit something squishy inside, go out the back of the head, and continue through, getting the other head. And you hear this guttural just... And you feel the ground shake as this creature falls to the ground, lifeless.
As it falls back, it tries to take my glaive with me, so I turn it back into a pendant, and it just appears back on my neck.
I think my watch is over now.
Yeah? Well, I think we're probably all awake enough if we're not going to be headed back to sleep.
I mean,
Perhaps we should see if it has anything on it.
I guess. Since I'm standing in front of the crevice, I guess I'll walk out.
You're gonna search the body?
Yep.
I would like to search it too.
Are you searching separately, or are you aiding each other?
Pretty big. You take one half of this giant monster, I will take the other half.
Dips on the right head,
I take the left then.
separately.
Go for it.
Yes.
Investigations then, please. Okay.
I'm better at searching.
To
So,
be fair, you have a little companion with you. He can probably help you.
looking...
I wasn't though.
No. Looking over the body, you find two obvious things are a large battle axe that was made of what seems to be scavenged pieces of debris. It looks like it was made of rough-hewn stone and wood from the surface that looks like it was just literally a log. There is the Morning Star, which is similarly essentially just a very large piece of stone club that was a bit more well-shaped. It looks like the creature at least attempted to make it more efficient. That was being wielded by the right head, which seems to have been the smarter of the two, somehow. Fuck's sake, hold on. Dog! Where'd you go? Not done. Come here. We'll take a break soon. Look. Oh, go on.
No, no, why? No. No, Master's leg. No. Don't touch me. No, put me down. Put me down. Unless you're giving me scritches, put me scritches. Scritches. Please, touch my face. Touch my face. There's the hair in my eyes. Not good. Back to my perch.
Why did I?
Neil, you cut out for all of that.
There we go.
Yeah,
Nope, still can't hear you.
You're silent, dude.
Rip.
No. Neil just made the I'm done with everything face.
Uh-huh.
Fuck this face. It's just the face he has.
Yep.
There he goes. And he's back.
Hello.
There we go.
we can hear you.
It was just Discord. I figured. I was like, my hardware's fine. I haven't touched it.
Astounding. Okay, so there's the battle axe, the Morning Star. Beyond that, it is wearing a very foul-smelling and poorly made leather, like, skirt. It's more like a loincloth than anything, but it kind of wraps around some of the waist and legs, held together just by straps of or strips of sinew, and there are little pieces of bone woven into it. There is on its waist a small pouch. What?
Is that his bone zone?
Yes. So you got it, Neil. You did it.
We could lower this tone much further.
I'm sorry.
I throw Ilo in the river.
I die forever.
Yep.
As soon as you said there were bones on his loincloth, I was like, oh no.
No.
At least
there
two, right?
is-
Because two of them.
I was like, there's a joke there somewhere.
There is a small pouch on its waist. Inside, you find that there is some sort of rotted, salted meat. Reason being I say salted is that at the bottom of the bag there is literal chunks of salt. And then some sort of rotted meat that looks like it's not been good for a while. That is about it, though.
Some say it was never that great.
Did not to his face.
Well, guess that's all we can really expect. Here, you can have this. I toss Gil the bag.
I have a look. Decide there's nothing in there I want. Can I tell? How big is this bag? Actually, on a side note.
Being that it's a Etten that has the bag's probably about the size of Ilo's torso.
God damn it.
It's a pretty
It's
big
like if
fucking
Ilo
creature.
curled up, we could fit Ilo in the bag.
I could fit in your bag already.
We could design it in such a way that you just make like a poos for her.
It's a puppy backpack, but for Ilo.
Yeah. Perhaps it would be easier than having to climb and sit on the shoulder. It means if you run very fast, you don't have to try and hold on.
Is it cozy?
Let me clean out the blood. Hang on.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I empty it, and I clean it in the river, and then I just give it a good shake off. Perhaps you should try.
Okay,
Is it cozy?
You dump out the foul contents of the bag in the river, and you watch it float away.
Yep. I'm sure this will piss off the wizard. This makes me very happy. I clean it off. I ask our other good companion, Shy. God.
Shiara?
What's her name? Shiara. That's the one.
And then I walk over and press to digitize it clean.
That's the one. Oh, see, here you go. Give it a try. Or do you want me to put you in it? Is that easier?
Yeah, I guess he just gets in it and looks at you because like he can either hand you the bag and then get in it or just get in it and hand it to you, and that's probably the easiest way for him to go about this.
I pick
So
up
I
the
get in
bag.
the bag and I pick the handle.
I pick up the bag and I give it to Zai. Like, I can put it around your neck, or we could adjust the straps.
Zai's just gonna wear Ilo's messenger bag.
Oh, that's adorable.
Okay.
You're gonna hit her in the face. Hit him in the face every time you move your arms, though.
I rest my arm like on top of his head like that.
His head is just like poking out and he's like laying in it like a hammock, kind of like upside down. His head's poking out and his tail and feet are hanging out of the other end.
It is
Adorable.
adorable. It is a couple in a bag.
Zai has flashbacks to stupid wagons.
Okay, well, I think we are done here, so maybe we should move on. None of us are going to be able to continue to sleep tonight, but...
Before we move on, give me a moment. I need
Okay.
to sate the rest of my hunger. I have a feeling this is going to be a poor meal.
Well, we have some more mushrooms if you want.
Uh,
Zai says, with Onyx knowing full well what's about to happen.
I
Are you about to eat the Etten? Because holy crap, man.
I suggest you look away if you are skittish.
Wow, what are you about to do?
Do you really not know anything of my kind?
I
What?
know.
I don't even
I
know
lived
what
on a
kind
boat.
you are.
There's a lot of octopuses on the water. I know all about squids and octopuses.
So I go around Shiara. I was like, I think it'd be better if you and I take a little bit of a walk. Maybe we could take a romantic stroll along the river rather than having to watch him eat.
I'm very confused whether this is the better deal that I'm getting right now or not.
Oh, I think it is. You're not going to get any better talk about this river than from me than watching him eat. That will definitely put you off your feet.
Okay, maybe the rest of you, perhaps we should all, give the, Azelle the privacy?
I turn to look at you both and give you the look of don't you dare.
Shara's giving you the look of
Interrupt this
please.
beautiful moment.
Well, Gil over there just said not to, so I'm gonna have to decline.
And Ilo has no choice in the matter.
I'll just
Okay,
take it.
the two of you
I'll send it back.
take a few feet, walk a few feet away.
I just give Gil a big thumbs up for doing what he wanted me to.
Zai and Ilo, are you two staying and watching, or are you walking away?
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
watching.
watch. I was not skittish.
Squiddish?
Squiddish.
Get the fuck out, Neil. Get out.
Your puns are just getting fishier, dude.
So, they're not even fish.
Oh.
I like how Arch is the one that pointed that out.
You're welcome.
But he's so cuddly.
So, the two of you that are staying to watch observe as Azelle essentially goes over to where the head of the two creatures are. It looks at the hole that you put through the two of them and kind of almost, if it could frown, you think that it is. And then it kind of just leans over and lifts the head up slightly so that the hole that you put in is present. And it just puts the tentacles over, and you hear this slurping, sucking noise.
I was gonna make it taste like something good.
Like...
I'm
Set
trying to
your
think
heart.
if I've had good brains before.
Make it taste like.
Has Ilo
I
eaten
am
brains?
almost positive you did actually eat brains at one point, and you thought it was disgusting. I forgot what it was, but you did eat brains in this campaign.
Did I?
Yes.
I remember you ate a heart.
You did do that.
Just really confuse it. Make it taste like an apple.
That's pretty
Oh no,
good.
you know what? It was the heart that you ate. It wasn't the brains.
I'll just go with I'll do like a fish, what is it called, gumbo. Fish is like Ilo's specialty. It was a common thing that he cooked. It was
Okay.
more rare for him to get like steaks and shit out there. They did, but like he knows fish better. So like that's probably what he does best.
You use your prestidigitation to make the brains taste like fish gumbo. And Azel continues voraciously slurping on this thing's skull, sucking out the brains, and then goes to the other one and does the same thing. And after maybe 2 minutes or so, Azel stands up and just kind of wipes underneath where the tentacles are. That was better than I expected.
Ilo doesn't say anything.
We should be moving on.
Yeah, wizard isn't gonna kill himself.
I think I can walk on my own now. And he takes off the rope that you'd tied around him and just hands it back to you.
We are
Okay.
taking a very slow, romantic meander down this river.
Sure.
So it's very easy for you to catch up with us.
So, the group of you are then going to continue making your way towards the Mad Wizard's tower.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of expedience, another 3 days go by of travel. It's pretty far down. The further into these tunnels you go, the more and more that the decline begins to grow. Eventually it comes to the point where you're borderline Murder Hill. Not quite there yet, though. And you just feel yourselves going deeper and deeper into the earth. The air around you getting much more damp, colder. Occasional patches of warmth from the airflow. You can feel winds kind of passing through, going up and out behind you. And on the third day, Gil, you guide the party towards roughly where you know the mage tower to be. You wager it's maybe an hour's walk away at this point. You guys have been traveling for maybe, let's say, half the day so far. By guesstimation, it's probably a little after midday.
We are almost there.
It's been a long time since I've been down this deep.
We should be careful. The wizard has many slaves. Many who could tell if we were seen.
Well, I guess we try not to be seen then.
Do you guys
What
know
is
the
the
safest
plan?
way around?
Well, what are we doing?
Killing the wizard.
I imagine that going in the front door would not be wise.
Gil, you made that wizard tower, right? You know any other way to get in?
Do I know any other way of getting in?
You do. You know that there are two main entrances. There is the front entrance, which is the very bottom point of the tower, which is barely connecting with the bottom of the cave from this stalactite. There is another one that goes through the cavern system above and into the tower from the top. You know that this is generally better guarded in terms of what the wizard most likely has done to it. You have a better chance of being spotted by slaves going in the main entrance.
Well, basically we have a choice. Either we can possibly trip the wizard off by letting him know we're going along the slightly... Basically, we're either going to be spotted by magic or spotted by natural eyes.
Well, I can kill natural eyes, can't really kill magic.
Yeah, but they are slaves, and perhaps we should.
We can also recruit natural eyes.
I agree. People don't like being slaves. It's very bad for morale. We can at least intimidate them in not telling him, if nothing else. We could at least knock them out. We don't have to kill them.
How about we try not to get seen, and if we do, then we can either recruit them or convince them not to tell.
Yeah, we give them two choices. They either join us or they go to land of sleepy, sleepy, bye-bye.
Okay.
That could potentially work.
It is
As
safer.
long as we can segregate them a little bit. If there's too many at once, it jeopardizes everything.
We shall have to be super sneaky then.
Can you do anything with your fancy brain powers that I saw earlier?
Me? I think very well, but I mean him.
Yeah.
As not Kyle, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
It's a ritual, if I can. I can't remember. I'm not looking at it. I don't want her to die, so I'm casting the not dumb thing of...
I need to check something real quick because I am not 100% sure on the effects of that spell.
Mage Armor increases her
No,
armor to
not
13.
not that one. I'm aware of that one.
Boop.
13 plus dex mod, so 13.
13. Yep.
That's my dex mod.
Okay. Azel says, I could take control of one person, but it would only be for an hour.
Well, if we meet anyone that causes too much problems, might want to use that. We'll save that though. Last resort and all.
That would be wise.
Alright, let's go. Let's try and find a sneaky path in.
Zai, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sweet. Don't say it's right. Yep. 10.
You're dead. You die.
Zai, you hear a voice in your head, and it's not Azel's. It almost feels like it creeps into your brain before speaking to you. Make a intelligence check for me.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
50.
This creeping feeling in your mind seems to be coming from that portion of your brain where you know the lycanthropic abilities reside.
Oh, cool. What could go wrong?
And
This is not
you
concerning at all.
hear a voice in your head say, "If you would like, perhaps we could make a deal? I've been watching your progress. The one you seek is not going to be so easily defeated. Not by the likes of you."
Totally out loud. Right. Well, Pash, is that you?
Who are you talking to?
Yes, it is me. I've been
Well-
watching for some time. I need to keep tabs on my children.
I don't see him anywhere.
Oh, he's talking
You
to my
might
head,
be
I know.
crazy. Here, kitty.
You notice
Well-
that Azel seems to be staring at you very intently as you're talking.
Well, back when Eli was still alive, I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about not ever making deals with Rakshasa. Said always in a bad for the person who made the deal with him.
I think that is a good point. Don't make deals with people you cannot see. That's really dumb.
Well, I
I've
did see
seen
him
it.
that one time.
Yeah, but can you see him now?
I look around. Nope.
But you cannot see him now. Do not make deals with people you cannot see. If you
I-
cannot spit in your hand and shake their hands, do not make deals with people. It is dumb.
You travel
Okay.
with interesting companions. But all of you will fall facing a menace like this.
Okay. You seem real sure of yourself.
I am Marpash. There are many
Yeah.
things I can do that simple creatures such as yourself cannot.
I know who you are. You introduced yourself before.
Well,
So what exactly was your deal? I still don't think I'm going to accept it, but may as well hear you out.
a favor for a favor.
No.
Straight up, no. You don't trust me.
Everyone has always heard since they were a kid how bad an idea it is to like offer a favor without having exactly what it is laid out.
That is fair.
You
Then
see,
how
I come from a
about-
land. I come from a land where everything's about honor and spoken promises. We know how these things work at least a little bit.
I'm sure. Then how about this? A favor for a favor. But if the favor I ask is less than agreeable, you may pass until I call for another.
Can I disagree on that one too?
You can disagree as many times as you wish. But if you do not follow up on your end of the bargain, there will be consequences. My patience only extends so far.
Well, you see, that's all very vague as well. You could just keep asking for stupid favors until I have to agree to one.
Tell him you will help him move one day. Friends always need friends to help people move. Like, I need to move my settee, I need to move my big chest of secret things, something very mundane. If that is a favor he is asking for, that is an easy one to do, but if it is to kill someone, that's a line right there.
Oh, I do that.
Yes, but you're a crazy little psychopath.
Oh, fuck you.
No, I'm not
You-
saying it is a bad thing.
Azel holds up, like, one of its hands at Gil to basically try to shut him the fuck up. Like, just
That
like
is
a...
not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Look, you don't want to make this deal with him, so do not let him continue talking to him. He's just wasting your time.
I know
The longer we talk
the
here, the more
creature.
chance of getting caught we are.
I know the type of creature you speak with. I can sense its presence in your mind.
Yeah, Gil's a dwarf.
What?
You're a dwarf.
Yes?
Ah, he said he knew what you were. That I was speaking with, that would be you.
I don't think I'm a presence in your mind unless you're having very bizarre thoughts about me, and I don't wish we would, but I do not swing that way.
You
I'm
can't hear
taken.
him. You can't hear him.
The creature that communes with you. I have heard stories. When they make deals, as they have done with my people in the past, the deals do come out favorably for both, but always better for the other.
So, sounds like you.
Doesn't say anything.
Oh, well, you're being quiet now. Okay, I guess I'm going on then. Anyway, turn to the rest of the party. Sorry about that. Had tiger demon thing talking in my head. It was kind of weird. Let's move on.
It
That's
doesn't happen to you a lot.
Nah, it's actually the first time he's been in my head. I talked to him once in person. That was kind of weird. Like his hands go backwards and everything. It's real freaky.
Ugh.
Anyway, I turned to the guy I forgot the name of.
Azel?
Azil. I turned to Azil. I said knows your kind. Made deals with his kind before. Said it always turned out good for you.
No,
Seems
no, no,
like-
no, no, no. You're mixing things up. Azel
Always
said
turn
that
out-
to you about Marpash.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize Marpash was not talking the whole time.
No, that
Okay.
was Azel's.
I wouldn't have been as much as an asshole the whole time then. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was telling him, Azil, that it always works out for him. No deals were made. Though, he did make me a little bit worried about this wizard coming up. He wouldn't have offered if he didn't think he could at least offer us something, even if it wasn't as good as what he got back.
This wizard is a bastard.
This will be a very tough encounter for all of us.
Yes, if you think it is easy, you're very, very mistaken. He is terrifying.
We will have to deal with it as best we can.
Well, we don't really have much other option. We either kill him, or our town's kind of going to run out of water.
The other option is talking to him, but I'm beyond talking to him.
We can try to talk, I just don't think it's going to work very well with what I've heard about him from you.
Well, put it like this, you can attempt to talk, that is your mission. Your mission is to get water for your town, but I will definitely be attempting to kill him. I will let you speak if you wish to first, and then leave. But after that, I'm taking him out. Even if I have to do it alone, even if I die. You've gotten me this far.
Well, we're only this far because of you. We would have been dead or lost by now. I guess we'll try to help you. Well, I will. Can't really say much for Shiara or Isla.
I think Shiara will help me.
I'll make a deal with you.
What kind of deal?
When you go back to your shitty city, you can save all my people from those mines because you do the same thing to my people.
He looks down at his hand, he spits in it and puts it out to you. For you. I will do this. I do not believe in slavery, I never have done.
He kind of looks a little bit hesitant, but then he does the same.
Okay.
He shakes.
If you come to my home city, then you will have an ally there.
Oh, I won't be going there
Any
ever,
question?
but thank you.
Because I
But
don't
if you have to-
remember. Did any of you guys ever tell Gil about what's going on over there?
No,
Okay. Alright, never mind.
no. Gil has no idea about
Nope.
that.
Yep, okay. Cool. Okay, so with the bargain struck between Ilo and Gil, we're going to take a break. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute breather. I need to go let Travis out, and hopefully he will go to the bathroom because he is not for the past couple hours because he's, well, a pain in the ass. We will be back in 5 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere, and we'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
And we are live. Alright, so to pick back up, you all make your way the hour's journey to where, Gil, you know the Mage Tower to be. As you follow this river in, it leads through the tunnel, and at the end you can see a large opening that expands out to a bigger chamber. You know this to be basically the borderline to where the wizard's actual domain is. Inside, you know there is a very large cavern where the tower is.
Now we need to sneak through here. Be very quiet. There's a lot of people around. Just head in the cavern now. There's the entrance to the tower. It's pretty obvious. I made it. You're not going to miss this stalactite, trust me.
Anywhere we could get over there, avoiding where the slaves usually work or sleep.
They move around quite a lot. So it'll be very difficult. We'll have to watch them for a little bit, I think.
The slaves themselves are not allowed in the tower, except for a very select few. The rest are all sleeping, barely in camps outside of the tower.
How do you know that?
I was one of them.
Well, yeah, but that was still months ago.
It is possible things have changed.
We should observe them for a little bit and see what the situation is. It may be exactly the same, it may have changed, but we should at least take a look out just in case.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. I need everybody to make a stealth check as you approach the mouth of the cavern.
10.
God damn it. I'm a rogue, you can't sneak.
Mine would actually have been a 25 since I'm not on my feet.
Technically, I don't think your stealth would even count at that point. You're not really
No, I'm
doing
just trying
anything.
Just trying to like not make any sound in my little bag.
Yeah.
He could sit there and talk to all of us and give us away. He rolled a
I could-
26 or whatever to not do that.
So what you're
I
saying
rolled a
is I
one-
need to make Ilo do an intelligence check instead.
If I rolled a 1, I could have like sneezed or something, you know, or maybe like I fall out of the bag accidentally. Bad sneak things can happen, I guess,
Technically.
even in a bag.
Alright, so Zai got a 10, Gil got a 11. That 17 is for Shiara?
Yo.
Okay. Alright, so all of you trying to be as quiet as possible make your way up to the mouth of this chamber. What you see before you is a large open expanse of nothing. There is a flat stone ground spanning as far as you can see, stretching out for roughly the size of a football field. That's 300 feet. In the very center of this large chamber, which seems to be almost perfectly circular in shape, coming down from the ceiling as at a very wide base at the top and then slowly coming down to a point in the middle, is this massive stalactite with a few windows, it looks like. There are holes, and you can see light coming out of a few of them. At the very bottom, the point barely makes contact with the ground, and there is a set of rough-hewn stairs that seems to go up to a doorway into the stalactite itself. Arrayed out on the left and right side from where you are, flanking the tower itself, you can see that there are 2 camps with small campfires that you can see from this distance. You can see that there are people milling about very slowly, very methodically almost. There doesn't seem to be anybody in the immediate vicinity where you are. Just the 2 camps where you can see that there are a bunch of people. The river itself, flowing from where you guys are, you're about 20 feet up from the cavern floor. The water drops down, forming a small waterfall before landing in a similar channel and flowing off and away far in the distance before winding behind the stalactite and out of view.
Okay, Arch, for reference, a football field's about 100 meters
Yes.
for all us non-American people.
Sure.
You say that like I would know.
Look, you know it more than feet.
It's
Not really.
300
We do
feet, it's 100
a lot about
yards.
distances in yards and feet still. Like, I know how tall I am in feet, I know how tall I am in meters.
Okay, how many doors is it?
I'm like a dwarf and a bit high.
Well, okay.
A dwarf in a bit.
This is what you see before you.
A dwarf in a bit? Or
Yes.
everything you just described?
You know what? I'm gonna let you decide.
We see one dwarf and like a foot of a dwarf. Like, literally, that's what we see.
You see a dwarf wearing a Fitbit.
Oh my god.
I'm getting a lot of steps in this chamber.
It's Gil. Gil's the dwarf with a Fitbit.
Maybe
You're a
it's
dwarf
because
and
I
bit.
have to take much
Bit
smaller
isn't
steps
true.
than the rest of you, but I'm getting a lot of steps in this place.
Oh, that was a good bit.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was clever. Okay.
Anyway,
Do we know?
Well-
Can we tell what these 2 camps are doing? Are they just sitting there with their thumbs up their arse? Are they just sleeping? Are they mining? Are they prospecting things? Are they playing cards? What are these 2 camps doing? Why are they here?
Your best guess, based on when you were here not that long ago, they're probably having dinner. And by dinner, I mean they're probably having, like, shitty gruel.
well, shall we wait till they go to sleep before trying to get up there?
That would probably be a smart move, yes. I mean, whoever is going to be on watch, unless it is guards, probably not going to give too much of a shit. They've had to work all day. Probably a little easier to sneak past. Right, let's settle in and keep an eye.
Okay.
We take a short rest.
Yes. You guys hunker down for a little bit and keep watch on the camps. After about 2 hours, you notice most of the campfires go out. There's maybe 1 or 2 left on each side. Seems like most of the slaves that are in these camps have gone to what little sleep they get. They'll probably be awake in a couple hours to be back to work.
Okay, I think now would be the most opportune time. Let's go.
I need
Let's go.
all of you to make perception checks. Those of you without dark vision... Actually, no, not all of you have dark vision, right?
Yep.
Yo.
I'm not used to my goggles yet, though.
Apparently not. Fifth one, for the 17 is Gil, I'm assuming?
Yo.
Okay. And I need to make one for Vasil. Vasil got an 8. Good job, Azelle. Okay, so Gil, you're the only one to actually notice. As you are getting ready to get up and make your way towards the tower, you see the front door of this stalactite swing inward without making any noise, and you see a figure step out and the door closes behind them.
Do I recognize this figure?
Even from this distance, you recognize the stupid pointy hat.
That's stupid.
Do you see the one over there with a really dumb-looking hat? That is the fucker we are after.
Where is it going?
I'm not mind reader, but I assume he's going for a walk.
You all watch as he goes down the stairs and makes his way around the stalactite and walks behind it and out of view.
Well, might be best to get him while he's out of his tower and not prepared.
Mm-hmm. I heard that fighting a wizard inside his own place is a dumb idea.
So what are you guys doing?
I want to hunt that fucker down.
Yeah, is there any way we can, like, move around the camps and get around the stalactite since we're not heading directly to it now?
You can hug the chamber wall and follow it all the way around. You will still need to make stealth checks to be quiet. It's going to take you a little bit of time. Probably like maybe 10-15 minutes to make the entire way around.
Also, don't we need the wizard to close the earth where the water's going down?
You guys never
Yeah,
finished
except-
that conversation.
What are the odds he actually does that, though?
Well, let's just put it this way. If we kill him, there are a bunch of slaves who probably wouldn't mind fucking over his work.
It's a really big hole.
There are a lot of slaves. We severely underestimate how many of us there are and how pissed off we are with him. If I could close it on my own just to spite him, I would, but I can't.
Isla, what do you think about that?
I don't know.
Gil?
I mean, killing him pretty much solves the issue, but I just...
Here, I have an idea. Gil, how about
Huh.
this? We help you kill this dude who, enslaved you for 100 years or so, you said. And-
Give or take, yes.
In return, you and any slaves you can convince to help you fill in that giant hole to undo his work. So it's still kind of something you want to do, but still helps us out.
Oh, trust me, I don't think anyone would have a problem filling back in that giant fucking hole just to piss him off, and to make good on the fact that you helped to free everyone here.
Alright, but you'd be in charge of it.
We shall see. I cannot promise to be in charge.
Well, as long as you're willing to help and see if you can get some of the other slaves to help out, then we'll help you kill this wizard.
I am convinced that a lot of people would help out. I think there are some magic users here too who can do things like moving earth, but we do not have access to their focuses, their magical implements.
Understood.
Alright, let's go kick the crap out of him.
Stealth checks.
That's mine.
Why did Eli
That's my
not
bag.
have a focus?
Eli did have a
Mine
focus.
Yeah, besides the wand. Oh, stealth, not perception. I'm an idiot.
Mine would have been a 19.
Eli had the staff. Was his focus.
Why are you kicking the wall? Stop it!
The quarterstaff? Okay.
Okay, so we got 12, 17.
Look, my armor is clangy and it echoes in here.
Boy, I actually need to do the math on this one.
Sorry, I rolled 2. The disadvantage got rid of the crit.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay. You all hugging the wall. Oh, wait a minute. Azelle has to make one. Azelle might bring the average up.
Crit fail.
Did you take mine as a 19 or a 17?
I took yours as 17.
It was a 19
19.
because of the first roll. The disadvantage is with armor, and I'm in a bag, so taking the disadvantage away would make it 19 as a just flat stealth check. I just took the first roll.
You just need to take that off your armor. You can do that manually in your armor tab because you never walk anywhere.
Well, I'll forget as soon as I take it off, though. I guess I could unclick it every time I make a check.
Okay, much better. Alright, so the group of you make your way hugging the wall of this chamber. At one point, Zai, you trip on a uneven surface, and the others barely are able to catch you, and there's a slight
Clink, 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 clink.
You wait. There doesn't seem to be any reaction from anyone. Off in the distance, you can see the figure with the pointed hat making their way across the chamber and heading towards the back end of it. As you continue rounding this curved wall, you see the figure off in the distance approach the wall opposite where you all came in. And after a moment, you see what appears to be a secret sewn door. You wouldn't have even noticed it being there. Seems to swing inward about 10 feet to the right of where the river goes basically through like a sewer grate that's about maybe 5 feet in height and disappears off into the darkness. And you see this figure step through the doorway, and the door swings shut and is again seamless. It takes you another couple minutes before you arrive at the same area. You see the river flowing to the wall where there's a metal grating roughly 5 feet in height that is a half circle, and the water flows through it and off into darkness. The door you don't see any sign of.
Is there anything around where we know the door to be that might look like it opens it?
You can make an investigation.
Okay. 21.
21.
Feeling your way around the door, tracing where the seams were, and checking the area around it, you eventually find there is a stone that's slightly protruded from the rest of the rocky surface. Barely perceptible, but you notice a very faint seam around it. And it looks like if you pushed on it, it would give way.
Alright. Well, I have no idea how to get in here, and I lean against the wall on top of the button.
There is a very, very quiet as you feel this button depress beneath your shoulder, and you all watch as the stone door swings inward to a dark tunnel that goes straight and a little down. Gil, you know this to be the tunnel where you found the stuff that the wizard immediately freaked out and kicked your ass out of.
That is the. Do you remember me telling you about that with purple liquid?
Yeah?
That's at the bottom of this tunnel somewhere. Wizard does not like people down here. We must proceed with caution. He has probably trapped it, or at least I would have done that.
How far are we from the main stalactite?
You are roughly 150 feet away.
Okay.
Do you want to fight him down there, or you want to fight him in the tower?
Well,
we don't know what's down there. It might be.
we do have one more
equally
option
bad.
of we fight him right here and just wait for him to come out.
Do I know if there are any other exits or entrances to this tunnel, or if it just goes down to the purple shit?
When you initially dug it, there wasn't. You were kicked out immediately after, so you don't know what modifications may have been done.
But if we do it right here, people will see.
Yes, but I think if they see us fighting him, they actually might come to help us if we look like we are winning.
There are some who aid willingly or are mentally broken. There are those who would fight us. It would take them time to get here, but it is possible that more may aid.
It is a risk. I do not think we should fight him in his own tower. It seems very bad to fight a wizard in his own lair.
Yeah, that I agree with. I was just questioning whether or not it'd be better to follow him down there or fight him right here.
I mean, maybe we could lure him up here.
But do we want to fight him in front of the people? They'll fight us.
Some of them will fight us, some of them will help us. Which is a risk we may have to take. We could go down into this tunnel, which we do not know exactly what that purple thing does, and we do not know exactly what he's got down here. Whereas here, we have line of sight, we have plenty of room to move around, we are not going to be trapped.
Okay.
The only thing we have to deal with is potentially those people, but they are all asleep. It'll take time for them to wake up with this fight, and it'll take them a lot of time to get here.
How long did you get to sleep when you were a slave?
A few hours at most.
Okay, how about we'll give them about an hour to come out of here? And if not, then we don't want them waking up on us, so we'll go down there after him.
Okay. Hoping to ambush him when he comes out?
Yep.
I like your plan.
We will need to be careful if that's the case. There are creatures in his employ that do not sleep. I have only seen them on rare occasions.
What do you suggest we do about those?
It is hard to say. Their vision is far, and there is nowhere to hide. Gil, you are vaguely aware of what Azel is speaking of. You've seen creatures that seem to fly around the roof of the chamber. You never got too good of a glimpse at them, because they were always moving. The most you saw of them was bat-like wings, gray skin, and claws.
There are some, let's call them bats. They are bad bats. They are not the kind of cool kind of bats. They are the bad bats. They may possibly try and kick our ass. Sorry?
Nothing.
Think it might be better to fight in a small enclosed space where they can't fly down on us then?
That is certainly an advantage on our side, if they do engage us.
Isla, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm not used to like fighting. Really, more like execution. But I don't like the idea of other people being around for this.
Okay. Gil, what do you think? In here or down there?
I would prefer up here, but down there perhaps our chances would be better. It's just, we do not know what we are going to kick off down there. Up here we can at least see what is going on. We know what we are fighting on already. It is better, in my opinion, to know what we are fighting than to go pick a fight and not know what is going on.
But we also know that up here he has friends.
Yes, but let me put it like this. It is better to know the threat we are facing than the threat we do not. For example, if we go down there without a clue, he could have things, lots of magical things that will kick our ass. Perhaps he has even bigger, scarier friends down there. We do not know. That is the essence of my worry.
Okay.
Perhaps not, though, Gil. Do remember that we are dealing with someone who is paranoid. Those who are of an ailing such mind are less likely to think as we do.
If I was a paranoid fucker, I would be mining everything along that tunnel. Did not want people to be there.
Traps, perhaps, but other people to aid other creatures requires trusting them.
Not
I
if
do
they do
not
not have real sentience. If they are just creatures, there's nothing to fear from them. We could go in and have a look, but
Perhaps.
Maybe we just be real sneaky trying to get down there, and then look, and if it seems bad, we sneak back.
scouting may be our only option. Can anybody see magical traps? I can deal with most mundane traps, but magical, beyond me.
No.
I could see the traps if they are magical. Yes, I could do detect magic.
Okay.
That it is not on your sheet.
According to what Kyle has told me, Shiara has the invocation.
It's not the spell, it's the warlock ability.
The warlock invocation that lets them do detect magic at will.
Your blinky thing.
Ah, that's why she has it written down. Why is this not spammed all the time? Graham,
Shiara does it often enough.
just keep it on. There's no reason not to keep it on. It's a warlock.
Oops.
It said will. Just keep it on. You always see magic.
His eye constantly glows.
It's okay. Like she'll see the constant love of magic in my heart, so she'll be great.
I choose to see the world in a more psychedelic way.
Exactly. That's probably why she's so nervous. She's just seeing magical auras coming up fucking nowhere. Like, ah!
Well, I guess we can scout down there. We see something we don't like, we head back up.
Okay.
Okay.
Shiara, you're
Oh.
going first since you can actually see if there's anything.
I think maybe she should stay behind me.
Well, she can see farther than us, and she can see the magic traps.
It is more a concern for her safety. No offense, but have you seen what she is wearing? Don't get me wrong, hot, but she's not wearing much in the way of armor. And if we lose her, we lose our only person who can see magical things. I am, shall we say, expendable in that regard.
You can go first if you really want to, but good thing you're short.
It is true. She can just look straight over my head. Which is, I feel like she is doing anyway, but never mind.
Sure. Okay.
Ilo laughs at your short joke. As if it doesn't apply to him.
As a side note, Shiara does have 120 feet dark vision.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, so in that case, everybody give me another set of stealth checks. And I need a marching order.
Third.
Me and then my girl.
Okay. Can I argue that I use my grease file and grease up my armor so I don't get disadvantage on this one?
My stealth was
Oh,
actually.
You're doing what now?
Can I use the grease file that I've been carrying around with me forever to grease up my armor so I do not have disadvantage on this one? And I can use the 16 instead of the 2. That way I'm not clanking and squeaking everywhere.
You're basically WD-40ing everything.
Yeah.
You know what? Sure.
Okay, mine's a 16.
You're using the potion for that.
I am. It's worth it. I'm never going to use it otherwise.
Worth it.
Mine was a 23. I swear I clicked off the scale mail, but I clicked the wrong one off. I've written 2 different places.
You dummy.
Because that's the smart thing to have done. Just to put it on there twice. No, the one is just to tell me that it's lightning resistant.
Okay. So let's see. We got what was yours, Zaya? 16. Okay. So, the group of you make your way into this passage, and as you all pass through the doorway, as the last of you enter, the door silently swings shut behind you.
Do you have minus a 23, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Mm-hmm. Ahead of you is just a long, basic tunnel that leads forward and down. Further than you can see, any of you with your dark vision, even Shiara. And you begin walking. Can I get a... Oh no, Dark Magic just sees it. After about maybe 100 feet in, Shiara holds up a hand to stop you all. And says, about 10 feet ahead of us, there is a magical essence I am getting. It's a evocation spell.
How do we avoid it?
It is along the floor, so if we, I guess, jump over it?
Would it make noise? Do you know? Can you tell?
I can't tell what the spell is, I just know the school it's from.
We could jump over or try to throw something at it to set it off. But it
Evocations
might make a
are like
noise.
Ballsy thing, right? Fire? Big booms?
That's the hurt ones, yes.
How big is the area? Do you think it is jumpable?
Potentially. It is about 5 feet in distance. It goes from wall to wall.
That is fairly easy. I think we can jump that pretty easy.
We just have to be careful on the way back.
It may be good to know, because if we see him running towards that area, we can maybe set it off. That's good to know.
I suppose. Alright, well... let's go then. And, it's a 5-foot gap. Shiara basically points at exactly where it starts and where it ends. And one by one, you're able to jump over. Azel essentially just lifts up into the air and then uses the top of this tunnel to push himself over and then drops back down next to you. Right, well, let's continue then, I guess. And so you go. You continue traveling down this tunnel for about 5 minutes, occasionally coming across similar traps that are laid out. All of them obvious to Shiara's eyes, some of them being triggers that are on the floor, some of them are on the walls if anybody were to touch them. There's one that appears to just be floating in the middle of the tunnel, and Shiara just shows you all how to crouch down underneath it and crawl past without triggering it. You definitely would have had a hard time getting through here without this sort of aid. Looks like whatever is down here was really important to the point where the wizard put a lot of traps. After about another 15 minutes of traveling, down further and further through this tunnel. And I need to mark off, it has been 3 days. This is very important, actually. I need to keep track of it on my calendar.
Wasn't the whole trip from the base of the hole to here supposed to only take like 3.5 days?
I believe it was a week, I said? I think it was 3.5 for you guys, where you were at the time. When you guys made camp against the Etten.
Okay.
Could be wrong, but that's what I'm going with. Alright, so after about another 15 minutes of travel, you all eventually see a faint light ahead of you in the tunnel, maybe 50 feet ahead. The light is very faint, and it seems to shimmer and cast different color lights into the tunnel. And you can faintly hear what sounds like a muttering voice from within the room.
Does it appear to be talking to anyone, or just muttering to oneself?
Make a perception. Most likely, based on what you can hear and what you know of the crazy-ass wizard, most likely muttering to himself. He tended to do that a lot.
Sweet. He is distracted. He's talking to himself.
Can we see into this room?
No, it's at a incline. You can see the light coming from the end, but all you see is the floor at the entrance.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Shall we sneak up there and kill him?
I will be in the bag.
That sounds like a good plan as any.
So the plan is, we take the bag, we throw it at him, and he's like, "What's this?" And you pop out and stab him in the face.
If you
I
throw gentle.
don't think that he's gonna just like trust a bag that came out of nowhere. So he'll probably just like run at him.
I think running at him may be a dumb idea, but I think surprising him may be our best chance. If we can surprise him, we can get a couple of good hits in before he's able to cast any magic at us.
Think you could sneak up on him?
Oh, of course I can.
Zai, if you
Very nice, he probably.
if you can keep him in place, I can make a silent thing.
Well, yeah, I could do my best. I take a dagger out and like ready it at a hip. I need something that's not reach weapon. I have to get close to him first.
I'm gonna put a silent right on him. So no magic in the silent. And then that's this plan. That's where it will be.
It is a good plan. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I can keep him in place because, unlike every other character I take, I do not have Sentinel. No, I don't.
I can get to him as long as he's within 90 feet. And he does teleport, but better he can if you silence the hope.
It is a good plan.
Alright. Let's go.
Okay.
Alright. Need one last round of stealth checks from everybody.
Is my grease still in effect?
Sure.
Okay. Then no disadvantage makes it a crit. That's a crit. 20. I'm so stealthy, guys.
Yeah, you guys all rolled really well. I don't even need to average that one. Alright. You all very quietly make your way to the entrance of this room. As you approach, you see the room before you is not that large. It's maybe a 30-foot by 30-foot chamber. or rather at least a 30-foot by 30-foot floor. There's a flat stone floor that is a perfect square in front of you. And at the end of that 30 feet, directly ahead of you, is a massive pool of this purplish, silvery liquid that seems to flow and shimmer without any jostling winds or any sort of currents or waves. Zai, you recognize faint similarities to when you were initially working on the bright steel. The hints of it seem there. The air in this area seems palpable, as if the very air itself has energy to it. The liquid seems to just flow and shimmer and spans roughly another 15 feet out before this cavern seems to come down. But you can see that it, in a very small gap, flows beneath that rock as well and spans further and further out. There appears to be at the very edge of this chamber a simple wooden desk with several instruments and books laid out. And you can see the Mad Wizard standing at this table, muttering to himself, looking at some of the tubes, and has a book open. And you can hear him going, no, yes, what if I had this, the pool, and if I had this component, but no, wait, and he just keeps going on muttering and talking to himself as he seems to go back and forth between the book, the chemicals or vials of whatever it is that he has in front of him. And you see that some of these have this purplish liquid in them, and others have reddish or blue. Some of them have a silvery liquid that seems to have a molten appearance to it, and all these different colored liquids. And he seems to be occasionally mixing a few of them in, and you'll see as a puff of smoke comes out, and then nothing. He seems utterly distracted and has not noticed your presence.
Okay.
Oh, stab him.
Yep. We all sneak up on him.
Yeah, as soon as they do their attack, that's when I'm going to cast the silence as my action pre.
Do you want to roll initiative and just do a surprise round?
Yes.
Okay, dexterity check. 15.
There we go. All right, Ilo.
All right.
No. I need initiatives.
Yep, 14.
Okay. Gil.
22.
Damn. Zai.
15.
Chiara.
8.
And then I need for Azelle. And for the Mad Wizard. Top of the round for surprise. Gil, it is your go.
I pull up my dagger. I want to shove it in his throat.
Alright, so you run up behind him as he's muttering, and
Sneak up, very quietly, and it's like...
that.
Yeah. there's no running involved. I'm a super sneaky, super quiet. Like, if I had to do, like, the comical sneaking thing, that's what he's doing. He's
Alright, make your attack.
14 versus armor class.
That hits.
Cool, that's 5 damage.
You get sneak attack.
Sneak in there, yeah. I don't need anything. I think I basically will sneak, because...
If you're within 5 feet of it by yourself, you get it. And if you're not, then you still get it, because the way sneak attack works.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
So that's 5 damage. So that's 10 in total. And now I want to stab him again. With my offhand. For 6 damage.
Did you take the offhand damage?
Oh wait, I think I need at least 1 point.
3.
3 points. Alright, 3 damage.
Alright. You sneak up behind him and stab him. Yes?
Then I want to take a few steps away.
Okay. You sneak up behind the wizard and do a quick 1-2 stab with your daggers, and he immediately goes, "Ah! How dare you!
Hello! Do you remember me?
How dare!"
I'd like to introduce you to my friends. They're about to stab you in the face too. And then I indicate the next person.
Zai, what is your dexterity?
0.
Okay, so Azel gets to go first then. So, Azel is going to...
Perhaps you remember him too.
This is where Self betrays all of us.
Fuck that guy. I didn't like him anyway.
is going to enter into the room proper and move to the side towards one corner. And I need... Gil and the Mad Wizard to make intelligence saving throws.
$18.
Wow.
Everyone knows wizards are bad at intelligence.
This one, apparently.
I'm a rogue who can't sneak, and he is a wizard who is dumb.
Apparently. Okay. And it's not a half. It's a save or nothing. Shit. Okay, so the wizard fails. Gil, you succeed. So, Gil, do me a favor and roll 48 plus 4.
Sure, glad Gil didn't take that much damage.
Gee, wait a minute. What the hell?
Why'd you explode it?
Doesn't matter, none of them exploded, I think.
Yeah, that's why there's a 15 on a D8 and a 9 on a D8.
Well, there's a new number. There you go.
25.
Okay. Wow, alright.
I like rolling 15s on my D8.
It's okay. It's just force of habit. Like, some of the games I've been playing recently are all exploded, so...
I don't even know what that means.
It
If you roll
means
max, you roll
max,
again.
You roll again.
Ah.
Okay, so you see Azel move into the corner of this room, and this psychic blast of energy comes out from Azel and buffets both Gil and the wizard. Gil, you're able to brace yourself and kind of shut your mind out to the pain that you can feel radiating out of Azel. The wizard, however, is not in the current state to deal with such things, and you see the wizard reach up and grab his head with both hands, kind of like, "Ah!" Ah!
Does that cause him to drop his potion?
It's assumed that he probably would have dropped it after Gil stabbed him in the
Could I-
back.
Could I try and catch it?
Grab the potions?
Yeah, if it's about to fall.
Well, not right
See if
now.
he-
I mean, they're on the desk.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he was holding them and then he was going to drop them to the ground. Like, no, I want to save those.
No, because he would have
Desk is
he would have dropped them on the desk when you stabbed him in the back. I don't think I would be
Make
holding
it
on to them.
sound so terrible.
I mean,
Like,
that is what you
stabbed him in
did.
the back like a coward. Like, no.
When
That-
you gently
Don't get back
crest
some
him on,
down.
when you gently crest him on the back with your knives.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just love
Okay,
taps.
so he is considered stunned.
Nice.
So he doesn't get a turn this round. Does that mean he's stunned next round?
What do you mean?
Because
I mean,
it's
this is
our
already
surprise
it's our
round, right?
surprise round already.
Right.
So he doesn't get to go this round anyway, but he is stunned, so that means, and officially the first round, is he stunned on that round?
Right. He does get to make a saving throw at the end of each of his turns. In a surprise round, he does technically have a turn. It's
Yeah,
just
and
done
he
doing
uses his
nothing.
turn. Yeah, his turn is used to not be surprised.
Right. He will still make a saving throw this round, though, because that
Okay.
doesn't take any sort of action to do. Whether or not
Yeah, I
he
think that
succeeds
means-
is another thing.
I think that means I'm up then.
Yes, Zai, it is your turn.
Okay, so I want to run up 5 feet and still hit with my glaive because that's what I'm used to. Bam. Crit fail for doesn't matter.
Well, hold on.
I think it has to hit for it to be a crit if they're stunned.
Stunned
have advantage.
attacks rolls against the creature have advantage.
Crit
God damn it.
for 6 plus 3.
6 plus 3?
Well, 6 from the first one, then 3 from the extra die.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So for 9. And then I want to switch over to my hand axe. I don't think that will matter this turn, but I'm going to anyway because I want to make sure I say it.
Okay.
And actually, while I have advantage, before I do that, I'm going to action surge and hit him again with the glaive.
Sure.
Dang it, I forgot to do that again. Anyway, 21 for 10.
Alright. You continue slashing away at this now stunned wizard, cutting deep gashes into his body.
And now I switch to a hand axe in my turn.
Alrighty. Ilo.
All right, I cast silence on the ground where he's standing, 20-foot radius sphere.
Alright. Cast a spell.
I am wrestling with roll 20 to do so.
No sound can be created within or pass through any creature. Casting a spell includes a verbal component is possible there. Cool. Alrighty. So you cast your spell and Zai and Ilo, because I believe you two are the only two that would be within range then. Immediately as the spell drops around you, the entire area in this vicinity of the wizard just goes quiet. Not a single sound.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement to go outside of the bubble. That will be my movement. I will end it right outside of my silence bubble.
Okay, so you hop out. You will take an opportunity attack for... Oh no, you can't take reactions. He's stunned. Aha.
Yep.
Disregard. Okay, you walk outside of the silence bubble.
That is all that. That's all I got.
Alright. It's the wizard's turn. He cannot do anything this round except make his intelligence save to try to break free.
I'm going to say that probably saves.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, that absolutely saves. So he, after a quick battle of mental resistance, is able to break the stun on himself. It is Shiara's turn.
Cool. Cool.
Just don't dissonant whispers him.
So don't dissonant whispers him?
Right. Actually, would that work? Because we don't want him running out of silence.
The spell would not work.
Yeah,
He's
because it
deafened.
makes sound.
This is why Isla told you guys he was going to do this.
Doesn't say.
Otherwise, I would have made him a little more reckless and just have done it.
I could hideous laughter him though. Fuck him. Let's hideous laughter him. Boop.
Yeah, that's just everything is funny, not anything you say.
Yep.
Yeah, Dissonant Whispers definitely specifies that the thing has to hear you. That does not.
Wisdom save. What is the DC?
I will find out.
I think 13 for
13.
sure.
14.
God damn you, son of a bitch. She's unhappy. She's done.
Alright.
Top of the round.
Top of the round, Gil.
Alright, I put up my blades, I saunter into melee range, and I stab him in the face. I don't stab him in the face.
You don't stab him in the face with that one.
I, however, put up my offhand and then stab him in the face. That's
That
22
stabs him
to
in the
hit.
face.
And that is 3 damage. And then I'm going to roll my sneak attack. Boop. For 8 damage. And then I saunter away to go stand next to the other two, who I think aren't in melee range of him, right?
I am.
Yeah. I stand behind you. So I'm not in melee range of him, but I'm in melee range of you.
Okay. That's all?
Yeah, that's it. That was my action and my bonus, so.
Alright. Azel needs to... No. Okay. In that case...
He does not betray us this round.
He doesn't roll to get his brain blast ability back.
Hmm. Okay. Azel is going to float up next to Zai and reach out at the wizard and attempt to hit him with the face tentacles.
Just trying to give him a good kiss.
Ooh. Ooh, that hits. Oh no. Is there an illith involved? Yes, there is an illith involved.
Zai adopted an illithid last episode.
Illithid on a rope.
Okay, so... That is... Whoo, that's a lot of damage.
Giving him lip.
Oh.
And he
Oh.
needs to succeed on a intelligence saving throw.
Pun save.
Oh, yeah, okay. Good joke. Okay, so you all see Azel reach out with these mouth tentacles, and they start grabbing onto the wizard's face and around his neck and the top of his head, very Davy Jones style, and just start wrapping around him. And you see the tentacles trying to probe into the skin of the wizard's head and in through his ears and his mouth, but the wizard is able to resist. And that is Azel's turn.
Is he restrained right now?
Grappled.
Dang, that doesn't do anything for me. Okay. I will hit him with my glaive.
Alright, do it.
I will maybe hit him with my glaive.
You will miss him with your glaive.
Dang. And I don't think I can do anything else as a boring level 4 fighter.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I switch back to my hand axe. Because
Alright.
it's not reach.
Arlo.
Okay. Okay, so how many people are right up next to this guy?
2.
Okay. And are they on either side of him to where if I cast Fairy Fire, they would be caught in it?
No, we're all on the same side.
No.
So he could be the only one in the target of the 20-foot cube?
Yes. You would have to target it a little behind him, but you could do it.
Okay. Then I'm going... Okay.
Is Fairy
Wait.
Fire concentration?
It's con spell, I think.
You're
Yeah,
right, it is.
they're both
Okay.
concentration.
You are correct. Then I will do my... I'll do my enlarging dagger and just go at it then. Because, yeah, the silence is kind of restricting me as well.
Okay.
Not by much, but...
Go for it. You activate the magic in your dagger, growing to twice your size, turning your dagger now into a very big dragon scale looking sword.
And I am gonna stab him.
The best blacksmith ever.
What is that? 17 damage. And then I'm gonna do a blade flourish to do. Oh man. The defensive flourish to increase my AC because fuck it, that's the only. I just want the extra damage really. So that is 3 extra damage.
For a total of 20.
Yes. And then I'll go ahead and blow my Fury of the Small thing.
24.
24 damage.
Okay.
And that is the maximum amount of things that I can possibly do.
Alrighty. It is the wizard's turn. The wizard is going to attempt to free itself from the grapple that the Mind Flayer currently has on it. Let me see. Where is this now? Come on. Fuck, come on. No. That is a failure. You currently have him silenced, so he can't do a lot. Okay, cool. That is the end of his go then. You see the wizard futilely attempting to push back against Azel. Oh wait, no, that one doesn't require verbal. Guys, trying to keep track of a crazy-ass wizard. So many abilities and spells.
That's why I tried to shut all those down for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that,
You're
but
welcome.
you missed a few. Or you missed this one at least. Okay.
Well, we can't get them all.
So you see the wizard trying feebly to push and break away from the mind flayer that is now grappling it. And you see the wizard stop flailing and then look Azel in the eyes. And you watch...
Escaping a grapple takes an action, though, doesn't it?
Huh?
Escaping a grapple takes your action.
Yes. This one is a bonus.
Okay.
The wizard looks Azel in the eyes, and you see, or at least those of you in melee range, see the wizard's eyes turn this kind of warping, distorted, sweeping image of colors and lights that are swirling like a bunch of circles. If you've ever seen Jungle Book, the snake eyes, it looks very much like that. And I need to have Azel make a wisdom... Is that wisdom? Yes.
Would you call this an attack?
No.
Okay.
It's definitely not an attack. Wisdom saving throw. Even with advantage. Okay. You all see these swirling images go into Azel's smaller beady eyes and seem to similarly appear on his eyes. And after a brief moment, you see the tentacles retract from the wizard. And Azel seems to just float there, not doing anything. It is Shiara's go.
Shiara will lift her hand and shoot an Eldritch Blast.
14 for 10.
That'll hit.
Poof.
Just barely.
And I think that's all she wrote.
Okay.
Yes,
In that
that's all she wrote.
case,
She's somewhere safe.
Gil, it's your turn.
I am going to look around my companions and then just stab the mad wizard in
Alright.
the head repeatedly. 15 to hit.
That hits.
21 to hit.
That also hits.
Cool. Come on, dice roller. Don't fuck me.
6, 7, 8. 17.
Okay. At this point, you see the wizard is extremely injured. There are cuts and blood just everywhere.
Can I remove his hat?
Remove his what?
His hat. This dumb looking hat.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that you are too short. Unless you are gonna try jumping up there.
I would like to use my move to remove his hat. If that involves me having to jump and that's my entire movement to grab his hat, I'm doing it.
Make a contested
would
check.
say-
He's not gonna let you
right.
just take his hat.
Yeah, but I'm behind him. That's okay. What kind of check do I need?
Behind him
Okay.
would be in the purple pool. Unless
I told
you're
you I
gonna
was
climb on the
shifting
table.
around behind him. If I'm on the table, I'm definitely tall enough to steal his hat.
Well, then that's a very different situation. Are you going on the table?
Yes, fuck it, I'm on the table. Now can I steal his hat?
I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity check first.
Sure.
Don't break all the potions.
Yeah, there are potions. Oh,
5.
okay.
We don't need these potions. Fuck these potions. They're
We
evil.
We all died because Gil wanted a hat.
Yes. It's weird for inviting me on there and telling me that there's a stupid looking hat on a dude.
Okay,
And letting me have access to stupid abilities.
just so I make
It's
sure,
super
so
cool.
there is Gil. In melee range, it's Gil, the wizard, Zai, Ilo,
That's it.
and Azel.
Oh, he exists.
Everyone
yes, now that's
except-
it.
Yeah.
Everyone
Except
except
Chiara.
Chiara.
Yes.
I need all 5 of you to make dexterity saving throws, please. Alright, this was not how I expected that was going to happen, but
You're welcome.
we're doing it live. And I need to make one for Azel, who has... Okay, Azel fails. And then I need to roll one for the wizard. Also fails. Jesus.
Well, at least you hit the wizard.
Oh no. Alright,
If I kill the wizard by exploding these potions, you're welcome.
so let's see. Gil, you failed. Sai succeeds. Ilo fails. And the other 2 fail. So the only person who succeeded was Zai.
I have +0 to tech saves.
I have +5 to
Astounding.
dexterity. I'm the least dexterous rogue. I should just put everything in charisma.
Alright, let's roll some damage.
That could have been way worse.
So,
Yeah.
Zai, you take 7 force damage as Gil jumps up on this table and knocks over one of the potions, and it shatters, and there is an explosion of air and magical energy that seems to radiate outward. Everybody who failed takes 14 force damage.
Sweet. Is this all the potions?
This is one of them.
Sweet. How many more are there?
Oh god.
There are 6 in total. If you'd like, I can give you the details on which ones are which. The one you just the one you just broke was
I'm not
the...
sure Gil would know the difference. He was just jumping up there because he wanted to stab the dude in the back and then steal his hat. I don't
Fair.
because he got a 5, so he didn't really pay much attention to the bottles. Not really his concern, hence the breaking of them.
That's
But
fair.
he's now distinctly aware that breaking these things cause a lot of damage.
Yes, it does. Alright,
Do I steal his hat? Because that was the whole point of me being on the table.
make a grapple check for the fucking hat.
Fuck yeah. He's opposing. Nice.
He's not gonna let you take
Alright.
the hat.
Oops, wrong button. I'll take it though.
Okay. Oh! Whoa!
Oh, motherfucker.
He really wants to keep that hat. You reach out to try to grab it, and the explosion from the potion made him reach up and grab the hat, trying to make sure that it didn't go flying away. And
Basically, he was Indiana Jones and more concerned about his hat.
yes.
Amazing. Alright, I am officially done then.
Okay.
But I do-
oh shit!
I do
need
make
to.
it blatantly obvious to my 2 companions, the ones I care about, that there are potions here that make a lot of boom.
We know.
And I smile.
Ooh. Alright, Azel is still not free. And Azel's turn is going to consist of trying to break free. That works.
Nice.
So on Azel's turn, you see Azel kind of shake his head and come back to the magical warpy wibbly wobbly in the eyes going away. Okay. That is Azel's turn. Zai.
So I will use his glaive to hit the dude once
Alright.
for
You hit
7
him?
damage, and then switch back to his hand axe, and then that's his turn because I'm boring.
Alright. He's looking real beat up at this point. You cut a deep gash across his chest, and he clutches at it like... And you see him say something, but You don't know what he says.
Yeah, I cannot have observant. I can't read lips.
Nope. Ilo. Oh,
I'm
actually, Ilo, I need you to make a concentration check, please.
Oh yeah, you took
Okay.
damage.
What is the roll?
It's a Constitution save, basically.
Yeah, DC 10.
Nope.
Okay, I heard whatever it was he said.
You did hear what he said then, because the silent spell drops. And you hear him say, No, I will not so much research, so much work.
Okay. I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. Go for it.
17 for that amount. Ew, and then a 9.
That would impact him, except he sees you lunging out with the dagger, and he says some sort of arcane phrase, and a barrier pops up between you and him. And the blade, the dagger bounces off harmlessly.
Okay. So the 17 didn't hit.
Nope.
Huh.
Power of shield.
Shield's good.
It is.
Okay, can I use my movement to try to tackle him backwards into the water?
For the sake of it sounds really cool.
Because I was going to use my mobile flourish to push him 5 feet away, plus the number equal on the die. That was my ultimate goal.
I'm gonna say it's gonna take your bonus action and your movement to do it, but sure. I will
That's
let
fine,
you
because
attempt.
as soon as the magic shield went up, I think that he would try this over swinging a second time, so that works.
Make a... since you're initiating the grapple or shove anyways, make a athletics then. You do
Okay.
have advantage because of your enlarged size.
Yep, I've got it clicked. Not great. Damn.
You-
Can I use a stream die?
Yeah, you do have stream dice. You have a
Fucked up.
12, a 10, and a 4.
Let me use the 12. I really want this fucker to get in that water.
You understand you're going with him, right?
Yeah.
Like shoving someone doesn't push
Well,
you in the water. Like if
he's-
you shoulder barge someone, you could
He,
stop.
he did say tackle.
He did say tackle.
Oh, okay, then that's your own downfall. That's your own descriptor.
And since he did use his action to attack, I'm altering it so it's not an actual shove action. Alright, roll your d12.
That's what you needed. I'm
If
pretty sure you
technically
just
giving
killed
me
us.
more- I'm about to throw all 6 of these potions at his head. I do need you to know this.
The rest of them are healing potions.
Damn, I'm just helping the fucker.
And Neil has killed us all.
Alright, hey Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Highs or lows?
Highs or lows?
Always better to be high.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sound so sad.
No, alright.
You put a pond of like purple goo behind him. You think we're not going to do something dumb with that?
Yeah, I don't blame myself for this at all.
No. You're not going to table for the dumbass potions in there. You think we're not going to do it?
Okay.
This is a convenient environment thing.
That's really
It's real
fucking
low.
low. Really fucking low.
And Ilo dies.
It's the way he would want it to go.
In a pile of purple goo and not being eaten. Wait, did the purple goo eat him?
Alright. So I want to just remind that we did have a discussion pre-campaign start that actions have consequences and that things will happen. God. And I need to roll one for the wizard too.
Do you want me to make an intelligence save on Ilo to know that getting in this is bad? Because I'm not sure if Ilo knows that getting in this water is bad.
Yeah, go ahead then.
Okay, I need you to fail so Zai will win. He's the last one of the original party to survive. He wins.
Onyx leaves the game because he's won.
3 will enter, 1 will leave.
Do you want to use any of your other stream dice for this?
I guess so.
If you put it like that.
Which ones do I have?
You have a D10 and
10
a
and
D4.
4.
I guess I will use...
Yeah, you know, Arcana would actually make more sense in this situation.
Well, it's just a plus. It's a 1 difference, so that's a 15 on the saving throw then.
You have proficiency in Arcana?
No, Jack of all trades.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's actually what you needed then, so that is a good thing then. Yeah, you know that jumping in this is probably a bad idea. You don't know what it is, you just know it's something of magical origin.
Damn it.
It could make you
Do it.
a big, super powerful being.
You become the Hulk.
I don't think that that's the case.
You won't like him when he's angry.
He kills lots of dwarves.
What are you doing?
Can I retcon my tackle into a shoulder check?
No.
I can't remember. I think I said tackle.
You did.
I think I actually said shoulder check.
You said tackle.
I described it as a shoulder check.
Because otherwise I wouldn't have allowed it. Because you did already use your action.
Can I make... Well, alright. Alright, I guess what happens happens then. Because it's out of my hands.
So you're gonna do it anyways?
Well, I mean...
There's a chance of you killing the wizard too.
Well, yeah, but we're like pretty damn close to that already. By the sounds of it. And if Ilo knows the water's bad, he's not going to try to push himself into it. But if I can't retcon and say that it was a shoulder check instead of a tackle due to this information, then I guess he doesn't do it at all, and we can just retcon the whole thing if we can't retcon just a piece of it. So I will just not do it.
You're not gonna do it.
If it's either retcon the whole thing and not do it, because I can't retcon a single piece of information in the description because of information that we retconned and said that I would have had, then it doesn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying? If we're going to retcon and say make an intelligence roll to see if I was smart enough to know that I shouldn't get in there, but I can't retcon and say, well, it would have been a shoulder check then instead.
To be fair, we're retconning the entire thing because I started making faces and saying that this is gonna be real bad. But okay, we'll retcon the entire thing. So is there anything else you would like to do on your turn then?
No.
Okay. In that case, it is the Mad Wizard's turn. Let's see. Wizard's looking real bad. Mhm. Yeah, you would do it anyways. Who all is in melee range?
Everyone except Shiara.
In that case, then all of you get to make opportunity attacks, should you wish.
Does a 13 hit?
What is he doing? Like, where is he going?
He is about to jump into the pool.
Does a 13 hit?
I am... 13 does not hit now.
That's really unfortunate.
Ilo hits. Blonda hits. Okay, and then I need to have... Wow.
Please grapple him again.
He actually does. So, Azel reaches out with his tentacles and grabs onto the wizard as you see him turn and try to jump into the pool. The tentacles grabbing on and pulling him in, however. And he needs to make a intelligence save on top of taking...
On top of dying.
Okay, that's a lot of damage. He is looking really fucking bad.
He just crit fail that.
Yes, he did.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you see him get grappled, and then, what is the... Yeah, and he's stunned. You see him attempt to jump into the pool, however, Azel is vehemently against this plan and pulls him in, and you see the tentacles beginning to burrow into the skin. You could see the skin bulging underneath. And the wizard is stunned and unable to do anything else. It's Shiara's turn.
Oh, Shira's gonna do apparently her old standby favorite. Boop.
That'll hit.
2 damage.
Shira's so good.
Alright, anything else?
I think she's done because she doesn't want to get any closer.
That wizard really should have disengaged. Yeah, if only the wizard was,
Smart.
not batshit crazy.
Yep, I missed too, so it would have worked.
You have Sentinel.
Alright.
I do.
Yes.
That's why I've been switching to my hand axe every time, so I can leave the silence.
Gil, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna do something real dumb here. So he's incapacitated, so he can't move. He automatically fails strength and dex saves. Yeah.
Yep, he is stunned.
Sweet. I'm gonna grab 2 of these potions and shove them down his throat.
Isn't his face like covered by tentacles though?
Are they?
Presently, yes.
Oh, God damn him.
Because, he is
You
hungry.
can take his hat.
Step 1, I remove his hat. Step 2,
Hat
I
removed.
plan. Oh, wait, there are plenty of other orifices that I can pour this into, so I'm gonna grab 2 potions and pour them into his ears.
They're healing potions.
Fucking hope not.
Okay. Roll 2d6 separately. Or
2d6.
1d6 and 1d6. Sorry, Onyx,
You
I know we're not supposed to be going over it, but...
It's
You
fine.
can see both the rolls, so I'm not really gonna.
I can't argue with combat.
5 and a 2.
Okay.
His head explodes.
This is fucking stupid.
Dude, you put like things in the environment that I can actually pick up and use.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm like with environments. I will fuck you with environments. If you put a thing there, I'm gonna use it.
Roll 48.
I'm not gonna fuck with the environment anymore. I'm just gonna not try to be creative.
Oh no,
If all of the environment leagues are gonna fuck with us.
That's great. Let's do it.
Wow.
Welcome to my rolls.
That's an impressive roll.
Thank you.
Okay. And then I need you to also roll 2d4 plus 2, please.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. Alright. You take these 2 potions, not even looking at what they are, just grab the 2 of them, uncork them, and jam them into his ears. And you watch, now seeing them, one vial containing this strange greenish, brackish liquid, the other one containing a thick red liquid. And you watch them pour in. And the ear with the green, you see beginning to dissolve and fizzle away with smoke pouring out of it. And you see him screaming in pain. But then you see the red one pouring in, and you see where the sizzling is coming from the acid. It's seeming to heal and burn away at the same time.
What is with you people and torturing people with healing?
Alright, as my bonus action, I now want to stab him. Preferably in the ear in which I put the healing potion.
Go for it.
I'm like, well, that didn't work, so yeah, I'm gonna stab him in the ear with the healing potion. It's my bonus. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet.
For 1 damage.
For 1 damage. Where's my dice roller? Come on, dice roller.
Technically, you have advantage, so roll once more, just in case.
Ah, yeah, good point. Because damn, critting this would be nice. Nope. Alright.
Sneak attack.
And boop. Not +2, ignore the +2, so 10. And with that, I basically reach over and grab the other 2 potions and wait the rest of my turn out. You said there are 6 on here, right? Were.
You don't have to. How'd you kill him? He had 9 health left.
I take the blade and I just ram it in the ear in which I put the healing potion, and then I just leave it there and wait for him to fall to the ground.
You jam your dagger in, and he seems to slump and stop moving. He doesn't fall to the ground, though, because you start hearing a slurping sound.
From?
Azel.
Oh, okay. I remove the blade so that he can enjoy his meal in peace.
And that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Sweet.
So V, I don't want to drag you back here again and have to stay up super crazy. I'll be able to play you out.
Sure.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, so... Wow. That fight did not go nearly the way I expected, nor did I imagine half the stupid shit that just happened.
Yeah, the only damage I ever took was from potions exploding.
You're welcome.
I think the only damage anybody took was from potions exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
All the crowd control that happened there.
All the crowd control.
Oh my god, that silence, dude. If you hadn't done that, I think we would have been fucked.
There's possibly something that could have fucked us, yes.
It was good.
Good.
Alright, so let's go around, find out where we can find everybody online and what your favorite part of tonight was, and then we will call it quits. So, Travis. Good.
Travis
All
liked
right.
the part where he walked around and didn't do anything.
Travis liked the part where he went to the bathroom. Neil.
You can find me on Twitter at Bardic Martin. I thought that the ogre getting his brains eaten was funny, and the bag was cute.
Certainly amusing. And Onyx.
Yep. My favorite part was telling Shiara that, oh, we would go with you, but Gil told us not to, so we won't.
I'm sure Kyle will love you for that.
I need you to know that before Gil goes, he's going to propose to her.
I'm sure
So
that
I
will go
need
over
you
well.
to roleplay that out.
We'll talk in the downtime. And where can we find Jonix?
Oh, Twitter at OnyxQWE.
All right, and V.
You can find me on Twitter at blood_BTP or the Lucky Die podcast, which comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had fun. I was sad that Kai wasn't here to make him uncomfortable. But I was happy by giving Ilo the bag to sit in. Because I thought that was sweet and adorable.
That's what I needed, a hammock.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
You needed to make your life easier.
Ilo's life. Ilo's travels were not luxurious enough, being that he doesn't have to walk anywhere.
Being before you had to sit, now you get to lounge.
Much better than I lounge, yes.
If that is the only lasting impression that I leave on this game, it's a good one.
Well, who knows? Maybe Gil will be back.
Maybe Shara will say yes. Who knows?
As
I'm
for
expecting,
myself,
like that 20 level proposal, by the way, dude. I will be disappointed if you don't.
well, prepare for disappointment.
Do it.
As for myself, you can find me on Twitter at arch_DND. You can also find me running the Lucky Die podcast Twitter account, which is at TLDpod. If you're not listening to TLD, what are you doing? My favorite part... I liked you guys actually strategizing.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And
Strategizing.
yeah, strategizing.
Kind of like action surgeoning.
Yeah, action surgeoning, yep. Because damn, that fight could have gone a whole lot different if you guys had not actually had a plan going in.
Remember that time our Pash said that this was going to be extremely hard and we needed his help?
Yeah.
Yeah, felt that guy.
Good thing I didn't make any deals.
Sure. Who knows what
Unfortunately for you, I ignored a plot hook.
It's okay. A missed plot hook is just another hook waiting elsewhere.
I don't make deals with devils. That's why I never play warlocks.
That's racist.
Yeah, who are you, Neil? Only someone stupid like me would have a stupid character stupid enough to make a stupid deal with a stupid devil.
Right. I'm glad you understand.
Yeah, you're a more competent player. You know better.
Hail Satan.
You know better, therefore you're better. Fuck.
I'm better. I would have done it for fun.
Alright, well, with that, we are going to call it quits. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to those of you watching on YouTube. This is, as always, uploaded the following day onto the YouTubes. And until next time, bye!